Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to this session about hips for hikers. Welcome, everyone who is here with us today. So glad that at the beginning of the week you're here. It's a regular routine, 12 o'clock New York time. So welcome from wherever you are. Lucian, Dalina, Sofia, and the happy dog Mimi. Laura and Damiana and Diana. So glad that you guys are all here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. And for those of you in the United States, I hope you celebrated a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. And here we are again. The hiking season. For some, the hiking season never stops. For others, they prefer spring or summer or fall or sometimes winter. So some of us choose our hiking seasons. But if you're like me, you hike through the seasons, and it's always a challenge to have the hips, the whole body in alignment, in proper condition, in a good shape to go hiking. But it's always a privilege to be outdoors in the nature. So the focus of the training today is on hips and what hips can do for us if they are properly trained, if they are strong, and if they have the flexibility and the complete range of motions. And for all of us that had injuries around the hip areas, you know how resilient the body is and how much the body can come from the deepest wounds and injuries, physical ones. So if you train with awareness and with um, uh, consciousness, so you do these repetitions on a regular basis, the muscles around the hips recover fast, and all the muscles around the hips work not just once, so we don't compensate, not some muscles compensate for each other. So today we just focus on these 14 muscles around the hips, and we'll train them from different angles. So again, welcome everyone, especially the one that are here with me today. It's always a great privilege and a great honor to have you on the other side of the screen. For all of you who cannot make it, I know it's like for some of you it's impossible to come at the live sessions, and it's completely understandable. But thank you for your presence on this channel and for your feedback and your comments. So it's always good to have you on this channel, and thank you for your presence here. So if you have any medical or physical conditions, so please check with the physician before you start any exercise regimen. And if there is an exercise you cannot do today, just skip it, and we'll continue when you feel like you can control the body with that exercise. Okay, so let's get going. Let's start. And today we'll start standing on both feet. So we challenge the hips standing first, but let's make our usual transition from the daily life to the mat. Breathing in, let's close our eyes. Slowly following the breath of air, breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on the flow of air coming into the body and noticing how the same flow, or maybe other, like it's going out of the body. So breathing in and breathing out. Once again, centering on that breath, grounding yourself with that breath, breathing in and breathing out. Now, as you feel the stability on both feet, we place the hands on the hips and we start moving the hips from one side to the other side. So we really push the hips in the lateral plane, and we try to keep the legs straight. They just curve from one side to the other side, inviting them to stretch. It's a good invitation for the hips at any time. And then just continue with the round circular movement. So you have this stretch backwards and forwards, and also sideways. Once again, go the other way. So you have both directions included. And then just stay in the center. So center again. Now we center along the spine. Allow the breath to come into the body and have the hips fixed here. Hands on the hips. And now fold right and left, like curving the spine. Now the hips are in they don't move, they stay in place. And now we just move the upper part of the spine, but stretching from the lower back all the way to the shoulders. Extend the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you have the palms pressed together, you curve on the lateral side. Again, following this stretch in the spine from one side to the other side. Now, with both palms, we do a rotations here. So we keep the palms together and we rotate in one direction. We fold from the hips. We allow the spine to become more flexible as we take the body all the way down towards the mat. And we do a couple of rotations in one direction. And then as you feel like you have done enough in one direction, you just change the direction and come the other way. Again, folding from the hips and stretching not only the spine but also the back side of the legs. One more here. Very good. Hands on the hips. We take the leg forward. So we balance on one leg. Very important for hikers. The balance is important and control of the body. So take the leg forward and we do circles here from the hip. So we warm up the hip with circles and balance. 3, 4. You can bend this knee for uh, control, more control. I'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with the same leg, we go the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wonderful. We switch the gravity and the control on the other side. So we extend the opposite leg and start the circle. 10 in one direction. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly go the other way, but with control. So control the body, control the balance, control the hip. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So these are exercises you can perform before the hike, so you can stretch the hips. So again, we'll take the knee up, and now we do rotation with the knee, circles in one direction. So again, we control the whole body, doing circles with the knee now. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then going the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. You already feel all the muscles around the hips working. So balancing the other leg up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. We go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. We're going to pull the navel in. So again, we engage the core, we engage the glutes. Most important part when you hike, especially if you have the backpack on. Pull the navel in around the spine, stretch the back side of the legs. Fall from the hips forward. As you come up, stretch the hands all the way up towards the ceiling and interlace the finger. Now push the hips forward a little bit, but with control. As you push the hips forward, pull the navel in. So you feel this a little bit of overextension, but with control. Everything is with control and awareness. Very good. So we stretch the legs a little bit more. So twice the distance between the hips. And we're going to sumo squats. The knees will go over the toes. As you lower down, feel the opening in the hips, inner thighs and outer thighs working. 2, touch down with the palms if you can on the mat. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We add isometrics here, palms on the side or in front of you. And let's do pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretching the legs all the way up. Again, folding from the hips. First, fold forward. Try to touch down, palms down on the mat. And just go backwards a little bit so you can see. So palms down on the mat. Open the legs wider so you can touch with the palms down on the mat. And now let's do a twist of the spine and feel the hips as you twist the spine. Lift the arm up so you have a 180-degree opening of the arms and of the shoulder. So feel the stretch in the hips, inner thighs, and gently switch on the other side. Press down with the palm down into the mat as you take the other palm and you press the palm backwards. Feel the stretch throughout the body. Once you move this palm higher up backwards, you feel the stretch in the hips and in the inner thighs. Again, one more on each side. Very good. Switch again. And palms down, round the spine, we come all the way up again. So this time we switch into lunges. We do the static lunge with the knee touching down. Again, opening both hips. One creates stability, the other one creates stretching. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. We stay down here and we do pulses with the knee a little bit off the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift the hips up. Now fold from the hips. We do the pyramid. If you feel you are stretched too far away with the legs, bring the legs closer together. So we do the pyramid. You fold from the hips with the spine, straight spine forward. Hands on the hips so you keep the hips parallel with the mat. Feel the stretch from the hips down, both legs. Try to keep the spine straight and bring the upper body at least parallel with the mat. But if you can, bring it closer to the mat. Bring it as far down as you can with the back straight. Lower the palms down on the mat. Feel the stretch from the hip down. Stay here and breathe in this stretch. Very good. Come up. We'll switch. It's always the other side. So we go into lunges with touch down. Hip is touching down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be aware of the line of the hips. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, we stay here and we do pulses at the knees of the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming all the way up. And again, fold, straighten the back, straighten the legs. We fall from the hips forward. Keep the balance. Push those feet down into the mat and bring the upper body parallel with the mat. Stretch those legs. You can close the gap between the legs a little bit more so you can stretch deeper. So let's see. And allow the upper body to come closer to the mat. Take the palms down and feel the deeper stretch all the way from the hips down to the heel. Very good. Lowering down into plank. Now we are in a different plane. We do the alligator. So from the hip, we do a knee rotation. So the knee comes to the elbow and coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, we do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees down and child pose. Let's open the knees a little bit more so the body goes in between the knees so you can stretch the upper body even more. Take the palms away from the body and feel that stretch. Now, push into the palms, lift the hips up, and push forward. So open the legs in the back. So you stretch. And again, gently with pushing the hips down into the mat. Stay with your range of motion. Lift the head up and try to rotate the shoulders backwards. So you really feel the stretch in the spine. You can twist on the right side, twist on the left side. For those of you who cannot, we always go back, we fall back with the hips on the heels in child pose position. Very good. So now we rotate, we do the sides. So for the sides, we do just circles here. So we start with the circles around the hip, small circles in a maybe like a ball here, like have the heel flex and do the circle backwards. I'll do 5 more in this direction. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then point the toes and do the circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Flex the foot and take the leg up. Again, open the hip here, but stay with the leg in the parallel, in the lateral plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. 9, 10. So we have the leg up here. Now we lower the leg in front of us, like 90 degree with control and bring it up. If you cannot take the leg all the way up, just go up and down here. Control this movement. If you can't take the leg all the way up, try to strengthen it. So lock the knee or almost like have the leg straight and bring the leg up and down. I'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And now stretch the leg all the way up to the ceiling. Pull the leg towards you. So release the hip. Feel that releasing and the tension from the hip. Totally released. So we are going to turn face up. So we have the same leg. Pull the leg towards you. Again, feel the release in the hip. And you can take the palms on the toes and push the knee backwards. So feel that stretch. It's going to be a deep stretch here. If you have a magic circle, you can just put the magic circle or the belt and press the toes towards you. So for a deeper stretch. Then we switch and we start with the other leg. So line the body up, support the head, keep one straight line. Flex the foot and go backwards with the flexed foot, like you're leading with your heels, with your heel. And we do 10 here, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point the toes and go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. So flex the foot again. Control the movement and take the leg up and lower it down. Feel the movement starting maybe with your navel. Pull the navel in, and as you lift the leg up, feel all the muscles around the hip engaged. So be in control. I'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You stay up here. Again, you lower with control. Keep the leg straight. Keep the foot flexed. And 2, 3, oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. So take the leg all the way up towards the ceiling. And again, face up. We'll stretch this leg as well. So have both legs stretched. Pull the leg towards you. And maybe you can bring the palms on the toes so you can push the knee for a deeper stretch. Stay in that stretch, breathe in that stretch. Feel it all the way deep in the glute. Okay, and then bring both knees to the chest and gently rock from left to right. Let's place the feet down on the ground and with your hips, um, we'll take the hips up. So tuck the tailbone, engage the core, engage the glute, and come up into a bridge. And again, we try to push the hips a little bit higher up. So you engage the glutes, you engage the backside and the hamstrings. As you lower down, we engage the spine and we lower the spine one vertebra at a time. And again, tuck the tailbone, lift all the way up, and hips are up, and gently lower down all the way down on the mat. We'll do it one more time. Very good. And stay here. And let's do 10 pulses towards the ceiling with the palm facing up so you have a wider collarbone and a good contact of the cervical spine with the mat. So engage the core and let's do 10 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the hips down and we do a figure 4 stretch. Always good for stretching the hip, creating more space and flexibility in the hip. Take the palms on the back of the other knee and pull the leg towards you and gently rock from left to right. Very good. Switch sides. Feel the difference from one leg to the other leg. So again, try to have the upper body relaxed, shoulder relaxed. Just pull the knee towards you so you can have a deeper stretch and you open the hip even more. Okay, so let's place the soles of the feet together and grab the feet as you lower the heels down to your midline, to your glutes. Open the knees more. So instead of having the knees towards the shoulder, take the knees away from the shoulder. Really feel the deep stretch there. You can even rock from left to right. So it feels a little bit of not only working the hips, but you massage the lower back and the thoracic spine as well. Let go of the hands and stay in this position and with control lower the legs down on the mat. So allow the palms to be face up with the arms along the body. And we do a version of the butterfly. So again, stretching the hip, opening the hip. You can take the soles of the feet closer to you and do a couple of butterfly uh, wing, um, waving of the wings here. And you can take the feet away from the body and continue with the butterfly stretch. Feel the hips maybe more loose, more relaxed, even more. Lower down. So you juggle with the feet close to your midline and then away from the midline, farther away until you extend the whole legs. Now keep both legs extend. Allow the feet to go on each side of the mat. And from the ankles, make the rotation so the the toes come together and then you go in the opposite direction, so creating circles around your ankles. So you do inner rotation, outer rotation. Okay, and then switch that direction, but you use the leg from the hip as you do that rotation, even if it's at the ankle level, you feel the rotation at the hip. So lower the toes down on the mat. Again, you feel the leg rotating from the hip, externally rotating. Now, internally rotate, bring the toes down toward each other as far down as you can. So go with this opening of the feet and then close the feet. Open the feet, close the feet a couple of times. Very good. Now just let go. Close your eyes. And again, we center on the breath. As you notice the breath coming into the body, allow the body to just be on the mat and just follow the breath of air. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Don't forget the full abdominal breath is when you notice the belly button moving up and down, not the chest. The chest has just a subtle movement, but the belly button is the one that goes up as you breathe in and goes down as you push the air down. You push the navel into the ground. One more, breathing in and out. And then gently take the right arm on the heart space. And we finish with two things we are grateful for today. And with a big smile, bring the knees back into the chest. Wave the toes, wave the fingers, hug the knees, rock the knees from left to right. And then gently slide on the side that is more convenient to you. And come all the way up, keeping the big smile on your face. So thank you so much for joining me today into this session dedicated to the hips, and especially for hikers, but not only. I mean, if you run, if you bike, if you hike on a regular basis, you use the hips, and especially if you carry a backpack, you will feel the difference because it's more pressure on the hips. But um, not only if you're a hiker, we do this exercise for the hips. Um, if you just sit on the couch, the hips need um, a time to activate themselves and to become flexible again, to keep the range of motion and to keep the muscles around the hips engaged. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. It's such a privilege and an honor to have you on the other side of the screen, coming up here to see who is here online. Thank you, Laura and Damian, Diana, Lucian, Dalina, Sofia, and the happy dog Mimi for being here, for being present on the live sessions. Also, for all of you who are present during the other times, thank you for your presence on this channel, and your feedback and comments are always, always appreciated. If you're new, so please subscribe. It helps us to deliver these sessions free and to deliver them um, daily. We try, and if we don't have a daily live session, you can always go back and you find recordings in Romanian and in English, and you pick the one that is right for you during that day. A daily practice enhances the flexibility, mobility, coordination, and control of the body. So you don't have to work hard and do strenuous workouts. If you feel you don't want to work like intense, you can pick a session that is light, maybe for beginners. So thank you again for being here on this channel, and hope to see you soon tomorrow at 12, 12 New York, 19 Bucharest. Meanwhile, have a wonderful, wonderful day and live with vitality. Feel this energy and vitality in the body. Bye for now and have a great day.